What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Ben. You guys are tuning in to another episode of Ben the Roost, so stay tuned. What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning in again for another episode of Ben the Rules. As per usual, I got another guest, but you guys know him this time. What's up, Andrew?
What's going on, man?
Not much, brother. Alrighty, guys. So today we got an action-packed video just on one topic about Ezekiel Elliott versus Mike Weber. Kind of comparing the two, starting out who we think's better, or not really starting out, but talking about who we think's better, who maybe you guys think's better. I don't know. So without further ado, sit back and enjoy. Who should we start with? Should we start with Ezekiel Elliott, Mike Weber?
Zeke Elliott. I say we start with him since he was there first.
Okay.
Personally, one of my favorite players. I mean, beast mode. I remember his freshman year when he ran for only a little over 200 yards, 262 yards.
Yeah.
He would always, every time Urban Meyer would put him in his freshman year, he'd feed me. He always wanted more, and his work ethic was just second to none. I mean, he's an all-around great player.
Do you think he's the greatest ever? Excuse me. You think he's the greatest to ever play for the Buckeyes as running back?
His numbers could have definitely proven to be the best. He was there only 3 years.
Yep.
One of his years, he started behind Carlos Hyde, another great.
Yeah.
So he missed out on a lot of numbers and stats. For only being at Ohio State for 3 years, putting up the numbers he did, and the resume, not to mention the second most yards out of any Buckeye rusher in history. So that's something to be said after 2 full starting seasons.
Oh yeah,
so
absolutely.
I mean, it's a hard. He set the bar high. Let's just put it that way. Zeke's a beast.
And you guys can tell he knows more about college football than I do. I'll be honest with you guys.
Just the Buckeyes.
Yeah, I love
That's my
pro
team.
football. Pro football is my favorite, so you guys will be seeing a lot of pro stuff
That's right.
coming up towards the season. But this is hard to compare the two because Mike Weber was a freshman last year, and like he said, Zeke's played there for 3 years. And we got to see from start to finish.
Yeah.
And hell, he put on a hell of a show while he was there.
Definitely.
I mean, his last 2 years.
Carried them to
Absolutely.
a national title.
Absolutely.
In the postseason. So,
I mean, if you look at it, we haven't really touched base on Mike Weber. There's not a ton besides he rushed for 1,096 yards. I'm at a loss of words because Ezekiel Elliott only fumbled 4 times in his whole 3 years of being at Ohio State. You could compare the two. They're both super quick. I mean, beyond quick. They're both fast. I mean, Zeke ran a 4.47 in the 40. And Mike Weber ran like somewhere around the 4.35 to be exact. That's where I see the upside in being
to Mike Weber
over Ezekiel Elliott because he's a little faster.
Got enemies, got a lot of enemies, got a lot of people trying to drain me of my energy.
A little lighter, a little faster.
Yeah.
I agree.
So right out of the gate, and Urban Meyer likes to run that high threat, fast offense, fast paced, no huddles. I mean, that's good. I mean, yeah, they were both in great shape. I'm talking Elliott when he was there. You could do a no huddle.
Oh yeah.
But someone being faster right out of the gate, that's huge, especially in college football. I'll give the edge to Mike Weber as being more of like a power back.
Get out the way. Get out the way.
He repped 225 times.
That's a man for a freshman in college.
18, 19 years old. I mean,
pretty strong.
So
especially for his weight.
Oh,
because he's lighter than Zeke Elliott. The biggest flaw is his fumbles right now. So if he can hold on to that ball, I see him putting together numbers that might surpass Zeke. And sadly, I love Zeke. I love Weber too. Just I think Zeke was my favorite all time. So yeah, in our era.
Yeah, he's a little biased on Zeke. I mean, I like the power backs. I'm an old fashioned. I remember the New York Giants. This is off topic again, but they had Brandon Jacobs, just a big back who just power through people. Brandon Jacobs and Mike Weber don't compare because they're a lot shorter. But I like that. If I was running the team, I would almost say I would start Mike Weber over Ezekiel Elliott, but I wouldn't. And I take that back. So I guess what I'm getting at here is if I was like allowed to be in charge or something, and to have a power / super fast running back, a speed running back, versus someone like Ezekiel Elliott, I would love to have both of them. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Like a Carlos Hyde and Ezekiel Elliott. And I also give the edge to Elliott on his hurdle skill.
I'm way up, I feel
I mean,
blessed.
that dude was hopping over. He could hop over 5 guys if he wanted to. The man's
hurdles
got ups.
and shifting.
Back to back, yeah, going back to back. I got the drink in me going back to back.
I mean, he almost went to
super
college.
shift.
He almost went to college for track. It was track or college football, and I mean, he shows his speed.
We go 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. Go for us, run for us, run for us, go for us. Yeah, I mean, you already wrote.
And his agility. I can't even count the number of defenders he's hurdled in his career. He's He's beast. I think he's shifty. You got to watch out for that hurdle. His stiff arm is something to reckon with as well, which, I mean, even when he had a broken wrist at Ohio State, he was still bumping defenders off of him.
And touching back with the broken wrist, is that when they did the 225 max rep? Is that why we can't find stats on what he repped?
Yeah, if you guys know, let us know.
We couldn't find anything
below. We couldn't find exact
so just
numbers
let us
for
know.
Zeke.
It's down here. Just let us know in the comment section. Say, hey, you know what? Yeah, this is what he did, and I would love to incorporate that into this. Add it as an annotation or something on the screen so people can actually know. So if any of you guys know out there, please just let us know in the comment section below. Who was it? Urban Meyer said Ezekiel Elliott was the best running back without the ball too.
Yeah,
I mean that's coming from the GOAT.
I mean, Urban Meyer, one of my favorite coaches, hands down. But I mean, he talks about Zeke being obviously a great runner. He has the numbers. He's got the stats. He is shifty. He can receive the ball very well. He's barely drops passes. He has hands that you would even think that he might be a receiver.
Yep.
And on top of it, he blocks as good as some tight ends. Maybe even better. I mean, on and off the football, he's a great player, and that's what Urban Meyer was saying when he said he's the greatest without the football, because he's still, after he makes his blocks, he's running downfield to make another.
Yep.
And he always sets his team up to make big plays because of that. In the second game after we won the national title against Virginia Tech, Braxton Miller had that sweet spin move, and if you go back and look at film, it shows Zeke making a crucial block.
Again, I think people forgot how
for Braxton, because if not, he would have been
block. He would have been lost.
Yeah, that would have been maybe a 10-yard,
Yep.
not even 10-yard gain. But
I think Mike Weber needs to work on his skills, and we're coming back to Mike Weber here because when he talked about one of the best receiving running backs, Mike Weber could potentially become that.
And Urban Meyer likes to run that in his offense.
Oh,
so I think that's something that Mike Weber needs to step up in, and I think he has the potential to. So at Ohio State, with the coaches they have, I wouldn't put it past him. And like I said before, I as much as I'm a big Zeke fan, I see Mike Weber surpassing his all-time rushing yards at Ohio State, just because for the fact that his freshman year he ran, was it 1,096 yards?
I bought this one a purse, I bought this one a truck. About to call your ass a Uber, I got somewhere to be. I hear fairy tales about how they gon' run up
to Zeke's 262. That's a big gap.
Oh,
834 yards difference just in their freshman year. If Mike Weber stays over 2 years, I'm calling it. He's going to surpass Zeke.
An 18, 19-year-old man running for 1,000 yards as a freshman who is going against better players than when he versed them in high school.
And I have to say, I don't think Ohio State's offensive line was that great last year. So the fact that he got 1,000 yards,
that says something, guys.
I think it speaks volumes.
If you're not from Ohio, if you're not Ohio State fans, who you guys might think who is the better running back in your opinion? Granted, like we've said, Ezekiel Elliott was there for 3 years. Mike Weber's only been there 1 year, and he's like he said, that speaks volumes if he's on another streak to hit another 1,000 this coming up season.
Yeah,
I mean we're 59 days away. So I'm excited for that.
Heck yeah. I've got that football fever going on right now.
Fall football fever, baby.
Oh, I can't wait.
Absolutely. So I think that might wrap it up for this time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Bend the Rules. Stay tuned for more content. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Peace.